Welcome to our January 23rd News Evening Review. I'm your host, Miss Uplifting T, here to remind all you guys and girls out there in the streets that us civilians want to retire. So remember that you need to plan today so you can get out of the streets tomorrow. So let's take a look at our first story, which is really a tragedy. Pause right here at the end where it says that the neighbors knew who the shooters were. They gave them all the information, they gave them the identities. So understand that if you are out here and you are engaging in street crime and you are making bad choices and you are creating more work for civilians who want to retire, to go off to garden and backpack and travel, then the people around you are going to get tired of your criminal activity and they are going to want law enforcement to step in and stop what's going on. So you have a decision to make. Are you going to be a boxer or a builder? Or are you going to box and fight the charges, fight your ops, fight all the good advice that you are being given? Or are you going to be a builder? Because I can guarantee you, if you decide to be a boxer, they will put you in a box, sir. So that is a choice that you need to make. No one is safe. And us civilians, like I said, are tired of having to clean up the mess. The street crime that you are engaging in is like going to a restaurant, eating all the food, and running out the back door. Actually, be more like if you exploded at the table after eating, just completely exploded. And the civilians are the people that not only have to come in and clean up the mess, but we also have to pay the tab. So we really need you to stop being boxers and become builders. So here we have our next story, which is really, really, truly tragic for our news dump for today. This week is National Gun Violence Survivors Week. And here we have families who are holding a vigil for their loved ones at the state capitol in Georgia. There are families who are going to be named throughout this story. Parents who lost their children 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. It doesn't go away for these people. It is never going to go away for these families. Some of these families haven't even seen justice.
Names that are more than just a police report.
These are not just numbers. My son is not a statistic. He was a person. To humanize the impact that this has on the community.
Members of Georgia.
But sadly, that's what so many people think about her son, is that he was just a statistic. He was maybe just a victim of a crime. Maybe he was a criminal. Maybe people felt like he deserved the retribution. And whether he did or not, understand that those people that are left behind, the mothers, the siblings, the children of the deceased, none of those people deserve what they are going through, and they will continue to go through for years after you are gone from your street activity.
Clinicians for gun safety braved the cold to light a candle for lost sons, patients, and loved ones to mark the start of National Gun Violence Survivors Week.
I was going to be able, as a mother, to continue to uplift his name and continue to work to stop this epidemic of gun violence from impacting any other families.
They also worked on solutions to what they see as a growing problem. Atlanta police.
And as we get ready to look at the series I have coming up, a deep dive on why street crime is so stupid. Guns is one of the number one reasons why street crime is so
We are seeing
stupid.
more and more victims of gun violence, and it feels that we're not really making much headway.
Some solutions.
Doctors are overwhelmed. Doctors are overwhelmed. They don't know what to do at this point. The bodies are more damaged. The holes are bigger. The organs are more catastrophically destroyed by the weapons that are currently being used. So that means the likelihood of you surviving a shooting keeps going down. You have got to choose another path. You have got to get rid of street crime, because I can tell you, for those families, once you are gone, your mother's never going to forget. Your kids are never going to forget. Your siblings are never going to forget. And you will have taken the easy way out by becoming a boxer. Whether you are buried alive or dead, you are still in a box. And And so we look at the
Just
next case.
into our newsroom at this hour, the man wanted for allegedly killing
Look
8
at this
people
young
and
man.
injuring a ninth in the Joliet area has been found dead
What
tonight.
you guys would call the
Joliet
ultimate
police say
crash
that
out.
Romeo Nance was found by U.S. Marshals near Natalia,
Took
Texas.
his own life. And I'm going to pause right here so you can see that the car that is at this gas station in Texas is the exact same car you're going to see in the rest of the footage.
San Antonio. He's believed to have taken his own life this after a confrontation with police.
Thank you. If you've made it this far in the video, please help the channel grow by like, comment, and subscribing. I miss Uplifting Tea. I'm a mom and a builder who is trying to get people to get out of the streets.
Span of 2 days.
Look at this.
Police say 23-year-old Romeo Nance shot himself following a manhunt and a confrontation with police down in Texas. Kelsey Kernstein joins us live from Joliet, Illinois, just about an hour southwest of Chicago. And Kelsey, from what I understand, people in this neighborhood are shocked. I mean, this is a residential street that you're standing on.
Mark, I'll tell you what, the people of Joliet, Illinois, they are
4
pretty
different
shaken
crime
up this
scenes
morning.
involved.
But police, they are still
2
investigating
random
as we
killings
speak right now why the suspect allegedly shot
and
9
2
people
homes
and killed 7
where
on
everyone
the
in
street.
the home
Now, they
was
do
slaughtered.
believe that 2 of these
7
shootings, they
people
were
across 2
completely
houses.
random, but that the suspect, Romeo Nance, was connected to the people who live on this street.
I've been a policeman 29 years. This is probably the worst crime
Now, I don't know
scene
how
I've
true
ever
that
been
is,
associated with.
but I can imagine that 7 bodies is a lot.
Here's what we know happened. It all started with 2 random shootings on Sunday. Now, authorities say that...
I'm going to pause right here where it says it all started with the random shootings. I don't know if we're going to find out if that's the case or not, because you're going to hear a little bit later in the story where it says that they were staking out this house, waiting on the suspect after the random shootings, and then when they went into the house, they discovered the bodies of some of the deceased. So it may have been a family annihilation, and as he was crashing out, as the kids say, he randomly encountered some citizens, and the next clip will probably give a little bit of validity to that particular idea.
Nance allegedly shot and killed a 28-year-old man and injured another 42-year-old. Investigators say that this red car was spotted at both shooting scenes. They were then able to trace 23-year-old Romeo Nance to the car, and they went to stake out at his last known address. But after several hours, police decided to go into the home on this street and found blood outside. They then found 2 people dead inside the home.
See, they're staking out the house.
They then located another 5 more bodies at another home across the street. Now, police say that the victims from Monday's shooting were all related, and Nance is believed to have known them. This all started as a very large manhunt that ended around 8:30 Monday night.
So one person was
able
to survive the shooting spree that the suspect went on. And we're going to take a look at what happens to this poor man, because the security cameras, the ring cameras footage from his encounter with this suspect just shows how out of control this suspect was at this point.
The only surviving
So here's the
victim
ring camera from
was
the
caught
one
on
person that does
surveillance
survive.
video walking to his car when the
This man was
driver of a
walking
red
out to his car
sedan, police say
Sunday
was
morning.
also Nance, passed by
Sunday
once,
afternoon.
twice, then fired 9 shots out the window, hitting this victim in the leg. We spoke with that victim's
Passing
neighbor.
down the
He's
street
been there about 5 years.
and shoots.
Never had a problem. He never has parties. I don't even think he drinks. He don't smoke. He don't do anything. All he does is work on cars. But it's to happen to him,
He
you know,
can.
some people, I ain't gonna
Civilians,
say they deserve
street dudes,
anything, but for a guy of his stature that doesn't really do anything, it's
the
kind of sad
firepower
just
out of
walking
these
out on a
guns
Sunday
and the recklessness
can't
of the
even go to
people
your car
who
without
have them
getting
in
shot.
their hands. Nobody is safe. Look at the names. 38, 47, 35, 31, and 20. And what is not listed on there are 2 teenage victims. 2 teenage victims. So we're going to end today's news report from around the world to encourage all of you who are still committing street crimes, who are not allowing us civilians to retire, to go bake, and to go paint, and to go have fun with our grandkids, because your street crime requires a lot of cleaning up. We're going to end with a few other quick hits. Jury selection did begin this week in the trial for the 2 men accused of killing Jam Master Jay. Unfortunately, that crime has gone unsolved for quite some time, so we are glad that trial is finally getting underway with jury selection this week. I guess welcome home to Kodak Black. Um, there's some people we wish we could leave them in their criminal behavior in 2020, whatever. But it seems that Kodak Black will not stop crime in any calendar year, and it looks like the powdery substance that was found in his possession may have been linked to a legal prescription that he was in possession of. So it looks like maybe, just maybe, for a hot second, Kodak Black will be back home again. So welcome home, I guess, Kodak Black. For now. Until. And then last but not least, if you're a parent, we're sending love and light, hugs and healing to Michael Strahan and his 19-year-old daughter who is facing cancer. If you have never had to look your child in the face, and that's what I'm telling you guys who are out there in these streets, like there are some real things that could really happen that could just be beyond your control. It's not the ops. It's way bigger than you. And that could come crashing down on you like a ton of bricks, and all that foolishness you got going on the street just goes out the window. So if you're a person that wishes people well, please send positive energy to this family. So what did we learn today, ladies and gentlemen? It is time for you, if you have leveled up, to hit the eject button. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you need help, if you are, it's late at night and you are somewhere on the block and you are listening to this and you can hear the sound of my voice and you are not like the people that are in your crew, you are somebody who actually wants to change, you need a chance, then I encourage you to reach out using the description in the link. It's completely free to have a consultation. It's just for you to get someone who can help you plan your next steps and plan your next move. So until then, stay safe and stay out the streets.